Good morning, everybody. I know today is not my regular live day, and it's not going to be, up to par with my regular lives, but I have a birthday party coming up in my house, and they wanted a pinata. So I was going to make this pinata anyway, so I figured I'd just show you guys and share a little bit of what I remember about doing a pinata, because to be honest, it has been a long time since I've done one. All right, so one of the main things that you're going to need is a balloon, or at least something that's going to be the shape of what you're wanting that needs to be able to be pulled out. I've used other things, but this is just for your basic pinata, okay? So we start off with our balloon. It's blown up. Don't blow it up too much. So I'm just gonna set it there. I have actually my chocolate covered almonds, so it smells super good in here right now. But that's just gonna be for holding my pinata while I'm working on it. So that's not a great view. Let's see if I can pull you guys back just a little bit. All right, that's a little bit better. All right, so we're just gonna set that aside, just make sure we have our balloon blown up. And I like to have some string ready, so I have just, it's about 1.5 feet of string, and so that's gonna be to hold the pinata. And then we're gonna need our mixture. So I have, about a cup and a half of flour in there, and we're just gonna add some water. And honestly, I don't even remember the measurements. Like I said, it's been a long time since I did this. But really, it's just you're looking for a texture. You don't want it too liquidy because then it'll take much longer to dry. Oh, hey, Regina. Good to see you. All right, so that's obviously still just too thick to even work with. All right. Like I said, this is just going to be a quick live just because I needed to do this anyways, and I figured there might be some people who haven't given this a try yet. All right, so I'm trying not to make a mess. It doesn't really matter what kind of bowl you have this in. You can totally, as you see, mine is nice and flat. So sometimes that's easier to get the papers in, but once you get down to less mixture, it's harder to get at. So, pros and cons to different ways. I'm just adding a bit of water until it gets to a bit chunky and thick, but not still workable. You still need to be able to get that. All right, so it's almost like a little bit of a more wet pancake mixture, right? All right, so that's what we got. I'm just gonna move it aside. Hopefully you can still see it, and pull back my balloon. All right, and so then I actually just have strips from a flyer for my first layer. I'm going to use, actually, what is it called? Just dollar store sketch paper for my final layers because it's going to be white. And so it does make it a lot easier. Actually, if you do lots of moving, that packing paper is amazing for doing this too. I used to make pinatas, and I sold a few of them, but it has been, like I said, many years since I did that. So anyway, so that last layer, it's really nice to have that kind of white blank canvas, because then you can just, it's a lot easier for decorating, whether you're painting it, whether you decide to add tissue paper is a common thing for doing the decoration on it. So we're not going to really cover decoration. We're just going to cover the basics of the pinata. All right, so I got a paper in here. I'm getting it all covered up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my string down a little bit and make sure that this paper is going to cover that string, or at least cover part of it. So then we get that string where it's going to be part of the pinata and held down. Try not to make too much of a mess while still being able to show you. So I just got a little corner of it. But that's the start. And so this is what you're doing. You're literally just getting super messy, all right, and just covering it up. I'm actually going to get my kids to help me out once I get further along. And honestly, the best thing you can do is make sure you wipe off a bit, because if you have it all that chunky once more, it will take forever to dry. All right, but you want to make sure that once you do one layer that you let it dry for quite a while. Usually what I do is I actually wait a whole day just to make sure it's super solid, but I'm actually running out of time. I should have done this long before now. Should have started this a day or two ago to make sure I had time where it was dried and decorated. But generally what I usually do is 3 to 4 layers, and that seems to be solid enough to make it fun for the kids to get. Okay, as you can see, it's turning because of the weight of it, so you do have to sometimes have an extra hand to be able to hold it, or even, let's see if it'll go in this way. There you go. And then start working on the other side, so then it balances out. All right, so that's really it. Super basic, just water and flour and newspaper and a balloon. So super easy. This is actually a Dollar Tree flyer, and I totally just got some on my pants. All right, so you definitely want to make sure you have a covered area. I have this little platform or placemat right now, but obviously it's not enough to catch this mess. Normally what we would do is lay down some newspapers and let the kids do it all on the floor, and that makes it so much easier. All right, let me see if I have a clean hand. I do. All right, if you guys want to see any more videos that I do, you're more than welcome to add me as a friend or follow me, or I started a group on Facebook that I've been putting my YouTube videos onto, so I do my lives and then put them on YouTube, and then they're available for everyone. So if you're interested in that, just let me know and I'll hook you up, and I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, and if you guys end up doing some piñatas, let me know, especially however you decide to decorate them. This one's actually going to be a Hatchimal egg, so that's going to be really fun. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys aren't getting as messy as me. All right, bye-bye. Can't get the button.